On December 6, 1991, in Austin, Texas, 4 teenage girls working the closing shift at an I Can't Believe It's Yogurt shop were fatally shot and the building set ablaze, leaving their bodies fused to the floor amid the ruins. A case that haunted investigators for decades until DNA evidence in 2025 identified a deceased serial offender as the perpetrator. The victims were Amy Ayers, 13, who had stopped by the shop, Eliza Thomas, 17, and Jennifer Harbison, 17, both employees closing up, and Jennifer's sister Sarah Harbison, 15, waiting for a ride home. The girls were last seen alive around 10:30 p.m., with the shop's phone line busy until 11:17 p.m. A customer reported seeing 2 young men outside shortly before closing. The fire was reported at 11:50 p.m. Firefighters arrived to heavy smoke from the small strip mall storefront. Inside, amid charred debris, the bodies were found stacked in a storage area, bound with cords, and showing signs of close-range fatal injuries. The safe was open and empty of about $600, suggesting robbery as a possible motive, though the brutality pointed to more. Arson investigators confirmed accelerant had been used, likely to cover evidence. Austin police launched a massive probe, interviewing over 10,000 people and following hundreds of leads in the 1990s. Early focus fell on local teenagers and transients, including a 15-year-old with a matching .22 caliber weapon, but all were cleared. Over 50 false confessions emerged, including one from serial offender Kenneth McDuff, ruled out by alibis. Breakthrough came in the late 1990s when 4 former acquaintances of the victims, Robert Burns Springsteen IV, Michael Scott, Forrest Wellborn, and Maurice Pierce, were questioned. Under intense interrogation, Springsteen and Scott provided conflicting confessions implicating the group in a botched robbery. All 4 were arrested on capital murder charges in October 1999. Trials began in 2001. Springsteen was convicted in 2001 based on his confession and sentenced to death. Scott followed in 2003 with life without parole. Appeals highlighted coerced statements and lack of physical evidence tying them to the scene. In 2006, the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals overturned Springsteen's conviction due to procedural errors. DNA retesting in 2008 excluded all 4 suspects. Charges were dismissed in 2009, and they were released after nearly a decade in custody. Pierce died in a 2010 police confrontation unrelated to the case. Wellborn was later convicted of other crimes. The case went cold again until advanced genetic genealogy in 2022 revived it. On September 26, 2025, Austin police announced a DNA match linking the evidence to Robert Eugene Brashers, a serial offender who died in prison in 1999 from complications of hepatitis C. Brashers, known for similar assaults in multiple states, matched the profile of an experienced adult criminal. Though Brashers evaded justice in life, the Yoghurt Shop murders now stand solved, bringing partial closure to grieving families after 34 years.